Good afternoon, Swirly Nation. And welcome to the New Year's Eve Cine TV live stream. The New Year's Spectacular between the Philadelphia Junior Flyers and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Garden State, New Jersey. For today's action, a clash between cross-state rivals, the Penguins and the Flyers. These two teams met yesterday in a scrimmage game, we're calling it. An outdoor game that was done as a bit of a treat for the boys. A beautiful setting and venue. We got a little bit of a stream of the first period up there for you. Reception was pretty difficult, so it was tough to get one out full production-wise. So we decided to give you a little taste of what it was like for the boys down by the glass. So you can check that out. We had about one period, maybe a little bit less of action there. But that game ended in a 2-2 tie, and then soccer-style rules as they played an overtime period, and both teams got a goal there. So a 3-3 tie, and didn't go to penalty kicks. So they'll look to break that tie here with this one today. We're excited to have you here on Cine TV. I know we're being joined all across the land. Looks like we've got the Dominican Republic. I know we have our good friends up in the great north of Canada joining us, as well as all of the Swirly Nation around the globe. Make sure you guys check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our website, cinetv.com. Yes, cinetv.com. It'll be Pens and Flyers. It looks like the Flyers, they'll be going right to left on your jumbo TV screen in your entertainment room as you join us. They're going to be wearing their black. I believe these are their alternate third jerseys. The black and orange with a script flyer across the chest and some bright orange striping throughout the jerseys and socks. The Penguins, well, Clutter's in yet, and you know he loves gold. The gold uniforms for the Penguins, the gold jerseys with the Penguin logo on the chest. The black pants with gold stripes, the gold socks with black stripes, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. We're excited to bring you this game, and we'll have another game later on this evening as these same Penguins will take on Philadelphia Hockey Club. That game will also occur here in the Garden State of New Jersey. So two teams that know each other well, coming off of a tie yesterday, set to line things up. The starting lineups for you today, brought to you by the training table at the Lemieux Center. In net for the Penguins, number 29, Preston Clutter. On defense, 88, Brennan Kaminsky, and 77, Jake Starr. Your forwards, the right wing, number 20, Cruz Armstrong. The left wing, number 14, Dylan Hartman. And at center, big number 24, Brady Paris. The Penguins control the opening draw, have it in front of the Flyer bench. Hartman sends one to the middle. That's intercepted by Devyakin. He'll dump it into the Penguin zone. Starr will get to it and send it up the center. Between the legs move by Armstrong before it's knocked away from him, but picked up by Starr. Starr pressured by Cristini. Puck pops free for a heavy shot from Armstrong that eludes the net to the glove hand side of Schwartz. Battling down low, Hartman will take it away from Cristini, working it deeper for Armstrong. Armstrong looking for Paris. They connected in the game yesterday for the opening tally for the Penguins as Lynn brings it back into the Penguin zone for the Flyers. Penguins defenseman Ofterhide able to pin him against the wall. There in support is Paris. Paris' pass for Ofterhide misses the mark, and the Flyers take control and loft it in behind the Penguins. It'll be Merlot with it up for Carter. Carter in front of the Penguins bench, able to make a move, drive the offensive zone. He's joined by Wu, flanked by Schub. Wu will get to the puck and send it in front for Schub. It'll go all the way to the corner. Carter Schub, the first one there. He'll get it over for Carter. Back for Schub. Centering feed goes behind Wu. It's picked off by the Flyers. That was Cotton. Wu able to play takeaway from Johnson in behind the net as a bouncing puck comes to Merlot. It comes high off of Schwartz and falls just behind the cage. Dangerous play there as a shot from Wu from a tough angle in on the goaltender, able to be kicked out and held. Make sure you have clicked the subscribe button, folks, if you can hear me, whether you're listening and joining us live here on New Year's Eve or you're tuning in later. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below. If you're not sure how to do that, log into your Gmail. If you have a Gmail account, you also have a YouTube account. You can log in there. As a bouncing puck comes free to Carter, who shoves it just wide to the cage. Wu to the puck. Up top for Julius. Julius down the line with a shot that deflects off of his stick. Wide to the cage. Penguins keep the forecheck pressure on as the Flyers are able to send it out to center. There's Starr for Wu. Wu deep, and the Penguins will get a line change. I'll dump and change as Evans will pressure. The outside, here's Julius with it. Julius, D-to-D play for Starr. Starr up for Evans. Evans gets control. Cuts to the inside, now the outside. Using the crossovers to gain speed, gets it to Real. Real with the give and go, trying back for Evans. That's deflected by the Flyers, but taken away by Real. Ducks to the middle, tries to go around two defenders. Bouncing puck over the stick of Filiaggi to the outside. Here's Christini with it for the Flyers in the left wing corner, or left wing side, cutting in from the half wall. Bouncing puck behind the cage, now picked up by Ofterhide. Ofterhide will toss it behind the net for Kaminsky. Kaminsky off the boards to Real. Real in front for Filiaggi. It goes between his stick and his skates there, unable to control, and the Flyers back on the puck. Weaving through, I think this is Lynn with a heavy backhander that's high and over the cage. It'll be picked up by Evans. He chips it to the middle for Filiaggi. Good puck movement. They have a 2-on-1. He doesn't look. I thought he was going to feed it across to Real. He opts for a backhander that's kicked away. Merlot battling at the line. Puck controlled. Here's Johnson at center. He'll fire it in. No icing as he gained the red line before dumping, and the Flyers will change all five. Penguins have a line change completed as well. Here's Paris with the puck. Darting into the offensive zone, protecting to the half wall right wing side. They'll play it up the boards. Pressured from behind, rolling puck. McCormick couldn't get control. Paris will. He'll dump it in. Armstrong on the forecheck pressure. Back comes Philadelphia. It's McCormick weaving in. Starr defending him all the way to the corner. Another great support play there by Paris. He's done an excellent job in the defensive zone, supporting the defensemen and helping them clear these pucks out. Penguins defending well so far in this one. As it goes up, a bouncing puck for Hartman, almost picked off. It'll just jump over the stick of Everett. Flyers will control at their line. Right in front of the bench. Puck sent across. In comes Yale. Drop pass. I think that's for Kotzen. We have a penalty coming up as Kotzen will get control, and he's going to get called for an elbow coming up high right at the blue line, and it'll be a Penguin power play. The Try It Distributing Penguin power play. We'll see Wu set to take the draw. Nobody lined up against him. Yeah, why would they be allowed to change there? They explained it to the Penguin bench, and they're okay with it. So we play on. as the Penguins will control that face-off and work it to Ofterheide. Along the half wall for Merlot. A centering feed bounces over the stick of Carter, but picked up by Wu. Back for Ofterheide. Penguins set up the umbrella here. Down low for Merlot. The fine wine along the wall. Up top for Ofterheide. Down low for Wu. This line had an excellent shift. Multiple scoring chances last time. Now they're out there with a man advantage. Let's see if they can solve the Schwartz puzzle here. As Merlot darts in. Up for Carter. Back pressure by McCormick, but Wu there to pick it up. Good support again by the Penguins. It's been a theme. As a Flyer loses his stick, shot comes in down low off the skate of Carter. Kicked at by Lynn. Lynn without a twig. He'll pick it up, and as the Penguins try to play it up to the point, Ofterheide shaded over towards the center in that center point roll, and it came out to center ice. We'll have Schub carrying it into the right wing corner. Penguins keep the ice tilted here with the man advantage. It's Wu. Picking it up, trying to Michigan, and it worked about as well as it did for Team Canada. As it's back for Starr. Over for Julius's heavy shot that's gloved. Schub escorted out by the Flyers. A nice save there by Schwartz. I thought Wu had that with the Michigan-style lacrosse goal there. Face-off will come. Why is the face-off coming out of the Flyers zone? I don't know, Margot. They explain it again to the Penguins bench, and Hannon shakes his head, so he must be in agreement. Or he realizes that the guys with the whistles are always right. Evans will gain the zone, leaving for Filiaggi as the Penguins set up the man advantage with 7 seconds left. A give and go start to Filiaggi just out of his reach, and back come the Flyers. It's as time expires on the penalty, the Flyers gain the Penguin zone. A feed up top, it's Yedwab to the puck. He'll rim it around looking for Christini. A give and go there. Couldn't get it to Yedwab, and it just goes past the stick of Yale. Reel will get on the forecheck, pressuring Schulberger. Schulberger around for Yale. Yale under pressure still. Now Schulberger as Evans jumps up on the forecheck. Rimmed around past. McCormick comes free to Christini. He'll send it across to Lynn. Lynn will dump it into the side of Clutter. He'll set things up for Ofterheide. Ofterheide falls in the corner. McCormick able to pick it up. He's pressured. Evans will get it, lose it. Ofterheide there to take control. Good puck support again by the Penguins. Every little bobble, they seem to have a teammate right there. It'll be battled for behind for Ofterheide. Shot comes from the Flyers' Devyatkin. Kicked out by Clutter with those gold pillows. As Kaminsky wedges it up the wall. Penguins try to break out. Hartman was on the other side there. Couldn't gather that puck in, and the Flyers fire it back in. Flyers trying to tilt the ice here after the successful penalty kill. Up the outside, twisting with it, Hartman in front of the Penguins bench. Dumped off the boards. It went off of a Penguin, and it'll be a whistle and a face-off that should take place right in front of the Penguins bench. That bench manned by Coach Jeff Hannon and assistants Jason Julius and Chris Schub. Chris Schub in the new Canada Goose jacket, a wonderful gift from his loving wife, Allie. He's been bragging about it all weekend. As Wu fires one in. This line's been dynamic so far. He had Carter in front, just didn't get the whole way through. It'll be Julius with the puck. In his own end, pressured by Everett. Fakes one way, goes the other for Schub. Schub unable to clear the zone, so the battle back along the boards. It's Julius. Takes a bit of a whack from Albu, but he's able to work it up to Carter. Carter into the offensive zone, leaving it for Schub. Schub's centering feed. Tied up on the play was Wu. Wu will go back to Starr at the point. Down low for Wu. In front for Carter, spinning one across. There's Shuby. And Schwartzy flashes leather as Schub just wasn't able to elevate it over the pad and glove. It found the leather And with 6:29 to play in period one, we'll get an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. Wu set to take the faceoff. Controlled by Philly, in behind their own net for Johnson. Rimmed around, pressured by Kaminsky. Shub will fill in on the defensive side as Cotton comes free. In front, feeds one, and a bouncing puck eludes McCormick's stick in front. It might have come off and caught Clutter. I couldn't tell from this angle. Penguins get fresh legs on as Evans forechecks. Able to be broken up from ice by Philly for McCormick's heavy shot that's to the chest area of Clutter and held. We want to welcome you again here, New Year's Eve Cine TV coverage, the first of two today that we'll be happy to bring you live from New Jersey. Home of the Hurricanes, PHC, and of course, the worst nickname potentially in hockey, the Hermits. Saint something Hermits as Real drives in the right side, centers it in front, and Filiaggi just shoves it wide. A great drive by Real, found Filiaggi in the high slot, and his shot just missed the blocker side. Cleared back up ice by the Flyers. It's Lynn driving in the right wing side. His feet up to the point for Cristini. Forced wide by Evans. Centering feed looking backside for Devyakin. He goes deep for Cristini. It'll rim around. Merlot able to get there. Picks it up and darts to the middle. Great job there by the Penguins defenseman to exit the zone himself. Up for Real. Has Evans on the center drive. Finds Filiaggi in the high slot. And they're going to say no goal. It went off the iron, according to the official. A heavy shot from Real, or from Filiaggi. It'll be a defensive zone draw for the Penguins. It wasn't in. Starr comes out of the corner again, supported by Paris. Up for Hartman, and the Penguins right back out of their end. Here's Armstrong on the pressure. Angled well by Schulberger. Now he'll be taken down in the corner, and the Flyers will take control. Cross ice feed for Everett. Everett pressured by Paris. He'll fire it in from the red line, and Philly will make a line change as we reach the 4-minute mark. Up for Hartman, back for Starr. Starr weaving through center. Able to get it to Hartman, who drives in. Over for Paris. His shot blocked out front. And the back come the boys in black. It'll be Johnson into the Penguin zone for McCormick. He'll cut to the middle. He'll fire one. It goes off of a stick into the netting behind Clutter, and we'll get a face-off in the Penguins' end. Wu to take the draw. One by Philly to Johnson at the point. Down low for McCormick. Flyers set one up here. He'll fire another one off of a stick. Good stick on puck deflection there by Kaminsky. Best I could tell on replay, a good call by the official there. I don't think that Filiaggi shot got in. Off the iron. He's been open in that high slot a number of times here. As Cristini tries short side, Clutter says no, sir. Back to the point for a one-timer. Penguins are able to block that. A shot by Davino, and it's wedged in by Shub. Shub now Carter in the corner. Carter supported by Wu. Wu Darting off the half wall, back to the middle, off of the glove, off the blocker, crashing in is Carter Shube on the rebound. And the wrecking ball. Carter Shube able to put the Woo rebound past Schwartz and give the Penguins a 1-love advantage. Penguins, Filiaggi. This all-important shift after a goal. It'll be Filiaggi, Evans, and Reel. They've had a number of chances. Reel distributing on those wide drives into the middle to Filiaggi. Oh, it's Evans in the high slot. Up top for Julius instead. His shot to the glove of Schwartz. Filiaggi. Offensive zone faceoff here. 2:46 to play in the first. Puck to the area behind for Yale to twist away. Filiaggi with that pressure. Yale able to get it up to Devyakin. Cross ice feed for a heavy shot from Lynn. Blockered away by Clutter. Bouncing puck picked up by Filiaggi. Moves it to Evans. Evans right back to Filiaggi. He's in. He's got Evans streaking through. He opts for the shot off the pad. I don't think he had a passing lane there, as Starr will get control. He tried to go high off the glass. It just got picked off at the last second by Kotzen. Penguins will dump it in. Reel there with the forecheck. Plays takeaway. Looking, twisting, turning. Pressured in the corner. Stays right with it. Supported by Filiaggi. Now Evans. Evans able to smack it back further. Now Aufderheide. Over for Filiaggi. Goes indirect. Evans there to support. Evans drags it to the middle. Has it taken away. Back comes Lynn. Penguins getting a change behind as Paris is on. Lynn goes around Paris. In on Clutter, who's got the glove. Clutter's turn to flash the leather. On a power move from the Flyer power forward Lynn. Paris on the faceoff, wins it back to Clutter, who tosses it to the corner. All the way up to the point where Davino will control its center. Pressured by Hartman. Puck off the stick of Everett, picked up by Cristini, who will dart to the middle. Feeding cross ice, looking for Albu. It'll bank off the stick of Aufderheide to the opposite side to be swiped up and cleared by Armstrong, but it's icing on the Pens. And with 1:14 to play here in the first, the Penguins will head back to their own end, and the faceoff will be on the near side. Woo, Carter, and Shube, the Penguins' goal scorer on the ice. Joined by Merlot and Julius as it's rimmed around just past Carter in front of the Pens bench, but played back to be picked up by Merlot and carried through center by Woo. Woo has it swiped away by Cristini. He'll go all the way across. Yedwab skates into it and blasts one wide of the glove side. Controlled by Cristini, who finds McCormick. Up to the point. Schulberger down low for Cristini. Cross ice feed. Comes off of the stick of Schub right to McCormick. Julius will get there, can't get it out. Sent back in front, swiped away by Schub. Diving to the ice to try to tap it, but Yale will get control. Spun around behind by Julius. Cristini the first one to it. He's pressured by Merlot and Carter as it comes free to the corner. Back up to the point. Philly tilting the ice here in the last minute. Yale with a heavy shot, great block by Schub. Julius in the corner battling. Centering pass, picked off by Brody Carter. Getting it to Carter Schub. The Carter twins connect again. Schub be able to dump it in as the clock ticks down to about 10 seconds. Schulberger with it. Weaving through, pressured by Evans, and the horn will sound here. And end the first period of play. A period that sees the wrecking ball. Carter Schub. I know, you think Mark Recchi. We've got a better one. Carter Schub crashing in on the Woo shot. Able to poke the rebound past getting rewarded for all of his hard work with the pickle stabber. Looks like thousands of you joining us live right now, maybe hundreds of thousands around the globe. Thanks for joining us on Cine TV. Everybody's passed on doing color commentary today so far. Tried to get Hanner on. He said he was a half dozen beers short of jumping on for us. Maybe we'll get Blake Parrish to jump on. Balake. So here we are, the Garden State, New Jersey, home of the Hermits. For some 2010 New Year's Eve action. The Flyers break their huddle around coaches McCormick. Both Doug and Al over on the bench today. I don't see Yale over there. I saw him earlier. We'll throw 15 minutes on the clock and we'll get the second period underway. It'll be Kotzen and Filiaggi to take the face-off. Oh, there comes Coach Yale walking around. Face-off controlled by Philly and wedged into the Penguin zone. Devyakin chases Starr. I see a little bit of extra hop here. Whatever Coach McCormick told the boys in black, you can see right off this opening face-off, a little extra hop. As it's wedged up the wall looking for Evans, it'll pop free to Reel. He's able to exit the zone, trying for Filiaggi. He'll chop at it. Evans follows on, has it knocked away. Kotzen will get there for Philly, but here's Kaminsky with it. Up the outside, Johnson will take control. Flyers set it up to Lynn. Lynn has it taken away by Evans, right to Filiaggi. Filiaggi with a heavy shot, glove side. Evans fires the rebound back in front, kicked out by Schwartz. Down low for Filiaggi, in front, carries it around. Trying to tuck it in himself, it'll come free to Evans. Up top, Merlot to off their hide, that shot deflects just wide of the blocker side. Rimmed around to the point, but kept in. Good pressure here from the Penguins on this shift. It'll be Evans, deep and get a change. Penguins get a full change here as Hartman's on the forecheck. Flyers still in their end. Able to get it to center red and dump it into the Penguin zone, looking for the rest of their line change as Cristini wins the race to the puck. Merlot able to get it up for Hartman. Has it knocked away but regains it. He's hooked by Yale and the Penguins will head back to the man advantage. Also apparently not legal in New Jersey unless you're in the Atlantic City area. It'll be a face-off on the far side of the offensive zone for the Penguins. A hooking call on Yale. Penguins with a 1-0 lead. They'll have Paris, Armstrong, and Hartman with, I think that's Julius and Starr, maybe? Yes, Julius and Starr. It's popped in behind just past Armstrong. Wedged around. I thought Julius usually played with Merlot. I don't know. Maybe they changed the D pairs. Armstrong on the pressure, and they free one up as Schulberger finds Cristini, a short-handed breakaway, and he finds the back of the net. Got the puck to the corner, rimmed it around, and the Pens defense on that side did not see Cristini breaking free. And now Clutter's down. Oh, Cristini collided with Clutter on the play. Clutter is up, tended to by the man with the $1 million coat, the beautiful fur. Matching the salt and pepper, well-groomed hair. Clutter's up and looks to be good. So the Penguins will still have a power play here. A tie game with 1:07 to play. Clutter back up, ready to roll. Faceoff will be at center red. Faceoff controlled by the Pens. It's off their hide for Kaminsky. To the Flyer zone where Davino will get control and send it all the way down. No icing the call here. What is that? I have no idea why that would not be an icing call. I don't know, Margot. As Wu gets control, he'll get it up for Schub. Schub to Carter. Carter, Schub, and Wu entered. In front for Schub. A heavy shot right to the chest. He was able to track it and kind of catch it the second time as it came off of his chest and pin it to his hip was Schwartz. Now we've got 33 seconds left on the Penguins' advantage. Penguins will change lines here. Julius and Merlot. I guess without Villette, right, we are missing Villelis, and lines, the D pairs will be jumbled up at times. Tino unable to join us. We miss you, buddy. I know you're listening from home. As they battle, Philly will control the faceoff. Able to exit their zone. Evans steps in, banked puck out of the zone, controlled by Merlot. He goes to Julius. It rolls up his stick. Can't quite get it through. He will get it through to Filiaggi. Real will follow on. Real drives in, shoots down low, blocked by Schulberger, and back come the Flyers. Able to be intercepted nicely by Julius, up for Merlot off of Real. And now it's sent all the way back up again. Icing, thank heavens they called that one. I thought he was waving it off. .11:46 to go, a 1-1 game. Flyers back to full strength. Filiaggi to take the faceoff. Will be in behind. Real with the pressure, takes it away from Schulberger. Up for Starr at the point. Down low for Filiaggi. They'll carry it behind. Stopping, starting. All the way back up for Starzy. Starzy to Kaminsky. Kaminsky back to the corner. Real now Evans, but the Flyers able to get control and fire it back out to center. Starr with a nice play to free it up at the line for Filiaggi. He tries to go up the wall, has it taken away, but right there Starr to support. Good Penguin support again. Filiaggi taken away by McCormick, and now the Flyers get control. Battled for by Kaminsky. He'll come away with it. Over for Starr. Just fans on kind of the catch, but able to pick it up. He tried for Filiaggi. He turned his stick over, couldn't quite get control. Real drives into three players, has it taken away. Here's Schulberger. Real still on the puck. Over for Devyakin. Evans will force a turnover. Up top. Back deep for Filiaggi. Penguins have a potential 2-on-1 down low as Filiaggi feeds it in front. And there's Jack Real. Look at it, Jared and Jack Real able to find the 5-hole. And tap it in. Happy? The real deal. Jack Real puts the Pens back up on top. Be Paris and Christini on the draw. Christini wins it forward. Controls over to Lynn for a dump in. Devyakin there to take it. Ofterhide pokes it away from him to Armstrong. His cross ice feed off the stick of Hartman. Controlled by Davino. Up for Lynn. Lynn drives in right side. Twisting in front. Pass picked off by Ofterhide. He's having a day. As Lynn with the back pressure, able to tie it up. Ofterhide stays right with it and fires it all the way into the Flyer end. Rolling puck kept in by the fine wine Merlot. In the corner is Christini. Cross ice feed, bouncing puck picked up by the Flyers. Here comes Lynn. Curling it to the middle to change the shooting angle. Tracked well by Clutter and blocker to the area behind the net. Battled for there. It'll be Christini coming away with it. His cross ice feed for Davino just misses his stick. He'll dump it in as the Penguins get it, or the Flyers get a line change. Paris will control behind for Starr off the stick of Hartman, and it'll be an ice baby. Nine 27. Second period, Penguins leading 2-1. In what's been a back and forth affair here. Starr working the corner. Knocked over by Cochin. Wu will follow on. Wu able to kick it to himself. Rolling puck, here's Shuby. Up for Wu, just past his reach, but he'll stay right with it. Trying for Wu again. Now Carter. Bouncing puck out to center, it'll be an offside play. Have to losing signal here on my end, folks. You guys are getting a great stream, thanks to producer Nick Paris. And of course, Hall of Fame cameraman Chris Merlot. As Clutter sets it up for Julius. Penguins try the right side, turned back by the Flyers, and Blue shoots it off of Clutter. Dangerous play there. Clutter able to get it. No icing. The call as it goes into the Flyerette. I got to look for a whiffy to jump on as Wu gets control. Across for Kaminsky. He'll dump it in. The Penguins will line change as Evans is fresh body. He's in on the forecheck. Schulberger leaves it for Yale. There's Filiaggi with the pressure. As the Flyers get it to the line and dump it in, they'll look for a line change of their own. Pass for Evans comes off the boards. Controlled by Philly now. Shot deflects in. Clutter with a great reactive save on the deflection. Able to get it off Filiaggi for Rio. Rio has Evans. Evans will drive. In front, it's Filiaggi. Sends it across. One-time blast kept out by Schwartz. Rio gets it behind. Tries to bank it off the Flyer goaltender. Evans on the pressure. Able to be controlled by Philly as they send it all the way up. Looking to break McCormick and Christini out this time. Julius reads it and gets it in behind the Penguins net. He'll wedge it around for Evans. Evans controls in the corner. Able to fire it across for Merlot off the wall. Up for, I think he was trying to go to Filiaggi. It will come through to him on second effort. Evans swiping at it. Now Filiaggi dumping it in. Penguins looking for a change. Flyers get control. Looking to gain the Penguins line. There's Paris. Now Philly in their own end. E-to-D play. In front of the Flyer bench. It's taken away from Kaminsky by Kotzen. His cross ice feed. Between the legs of Lynn, pressured by Starr, left for Hartman, and the Penguins will get a breakout. Looking to spring Armstrong. Looking to return the favor. Armstrong knocking down Schulberger as he came back into the play. As the Flyers turn with it, here's Coates winding, changing the angle. Starr able to stay with it and block it. Hartman now looking for Armstrong. That's read and picked off. Schulberger into the Penguins zone. We're tied up by Parrish, taken away by Starr, and back come the Penguins. Hartman. He's knocked down, so Schulberger will fire it into the Penguins' end. Lynn in after it. Body to body with Starr. It's left behind for Kaminsky. He'll twist with it and find Hartman. Puck eludes his stick. Everett will keep it at the line, but Hartman will force it back out to center. All the way across, Davino gains the blue line and dumps it behind the Penguins' net. Penguins probably need a change here soon, towards the end of a shift for this unit. Trying to get that center red and deep as Everett takes away. In front, read well by Starr, up for Hartman. Hartman will gain the line, dumping it, and the Penguins will get that line change. Carter, all three on the ice. Carter, and Wu. As it comes off of Shuby, he'll battle Johnson. Now Wu in the corner with Johnson.
Hey, skate through the puck. Let's go.
We get a whistle. Johnson heads to the box, a roughing call. The Flyers will make a goaltender change. Schwartz out, Lou in. It'll be Wu on the faceoff. Back for Ofterheide, over for Merlot. Cross for Ofty, down for Wu. Wu along the wall, up top for Ofterheide. Carter in front as Wu controls. Sending a pass, looking for Carter. It'll come off of his skate. Good block by Philly. Penguins on the power play, but they gave up a shorty in this one. The Flyers were able to get Christini free. Penguins will want to keep an eye on it, and right here it is. Spencer 3-on-1. As they get control, a cross-ice feed read well by Ofterheide. The Penguins can turn it the other way. It's just taken away by McCormick. Now Ofterheide will control in his own end after Merlot's in a battle. Good puck support. As the Flyers gain it in their own end, they'll go D to D. It's picked up by Shu. All the way across for Wu. Wu on the line, cutting to the middle. Wu's carrying all the way across, trying to send one in on Lou. It's kicked to the outside. Evans on the forecheck. Dislodges it, but right there, Yale. Yale all the way up looking for Christini. He'll deflect it and get it all the way in. Evans is in. Leaves it for Real. Winds, fires, and there it is! Evans to Real, and Real able to pick up his own rebound. And on the man advantage, a great breakout pass. Who sent the pass up? That was phenomenal.
Who made the pass?
Starzy with a brilliant feed up to Evans. He was standing still at the line, able to get control, work it to Real. They went in and made it a 2-on-1. And Real with the initial shot and able to pick up the rebound and make it 3-1 Penguins. Here's Starr with it in his own end. D to D for Julius. Up for Real. Real fires it in. Off Davino. Real crunched on the play. Filiaggi on the forecheck. Cross for Lynn, just past the reach of Evans. Lynn will come in and fire down low on Clutter. Starr in behind, pressured by Lynn, comes around to Evans. He goes up the boards looking for Filiaggi. The puck got there before Luka could. Comes to the point where it's kept in, but now taken away by Real. Hooked by Lynn from behind, forced to the outside, no call. As Filiaggi tries to step up on Lynn, Lynn will go around him. Into the offensive zone for a shot off the side of the cage. Kaminsky gets to the rebound, plays it off the wall. Right there's Devyakin, supported well by Filiagi. Kaminsky able to stay in a battle in front. And Alfterheide reads a centering pass, picks it off, and he'll fire it right at Coach McCormick. He's not the only kid to want to hit him with a puck. I kid. No, really, he's probably not. I know the McCormicks have a lot of family across joining us. It'll be Paris, Armstrong, and Hartman. Alfterheide and Kaminsky, the defense pair. Comes in front. Kaminsky whacks it right back to the outside. And the feed up to the point read well by Armstrong, and out he comes with speed through the neutral zone into the flyer end. The Penguin power forward drives the right wing corner, leaving it for Hartman. Hartman to the point for Merlot. Merlot to Julius. Julius with a heavy shot off of Lou. Rimmed around by Philly, past McCormick and Merlot. I'm sorry, Cristini and Merlot. All the way to the Penguins' end. Merlot turns it into the middle. Has it knocked away, but right up ice, here's Armstrong pressuring Yedwab fresh off the bench. It'll be Schulberger in his own end. Inside of 2 to play in the third. Here's Cristini up the outside. In front for Schulberger, streaking down the middle. Knocked down by Julius, rimmed around for Hartman. Hartman up, heavy off the boards. That's read by Cristini, but gets free to Armstrong anyway. Knocked down is Cristini by Hartman. Merlot digging. Couple flyers hit the floor and looking for a call, don't get one. As it's tapped to the outside for Hartman, wedging it to the point and out to center. Johnson will regroup there over for Coates. He'll send it in behind the net of Clutter. He'll set things up. Banking it off of the Flyer forechecker. Comes free to the Penguins defenseman, and Hartman able to get to it and fire it all the way in. Nice play there. Under a minute to play here in the second. Penguins leading by a pair. 2 real goals. As Wu follows on, unable to pull it through. Starr will get it at center, forcing it back to the Flyer end. Wu comes together with Davino, uses the body to protect the puck. It comes to the middle for Kaminsky. He'll go to the outside looking for Shub. It'll find Johnson in the Flyer corner instead. All the way around for McCormick to ice it. And with 13.7, the Penguins will have an offensive zone faceoff. Second period action here from New Jersey. Thank you all for joining us and making us a part of your New Year's Eve celebration. Cine TV. Disco Mania tonight. I hear the theme of the Cine TV after party. Brought to you by Try It Distributing. A centering pass by Wu. He's looking for Carter in front. It'll be hugged against the wall by Schulberger. As it's Starr with a heavy shot at the last second. As time expired. And we'll get the horn, which will indicate the end of the second period of action. The Penguins jumping out to a 3-1 lead in that period. Penguins and Flyers here on New Year's Eve. Tomorrow, no, I guess the second, a little Winter Classic action. The larger version of the Penguins, the NHL Penguins up in Boston for the Winter Classic outdoor game. Cine TV's own Colby Armstrong will be in attendance. doing some spit and chicklets work. Probably a little bit for Penguins. Maybe some Canadian broadcast work too. A man of many talents. Well, really one talent, hockey. So we'll switch sides. We'll put 15 minutes on the clock, and I would expect a furious third period of action between the Penguins and Flyers. As the Flyers bash their sticks on the boards. Getting ready for the third. It'll be Merlot leaving it for Carter. It's taken away by Cristini. He sends a centering feed that bounces over the stick of McCormick, and Schub able to get it out to center where Lynn controls. He goes off the glass, controlled by the Penguins on what'll be an offside play. So these two teams met yesterday in a fun outdoor scrimmage. They had a running clock and some different things with the some worries about ice conditions. The games got delayed. So we weren't able to bring you a full live stream of that one. You can check out the first period action, some of it anyway, here on Cine TV. I think we cut out as the Penguins had a 1-0 lead in that one, a game that ended in both a 2-2 and 3-3 tie. And how that happens, you'll have to ask a friend. As Ofteride gets control, plays it around, drives the offensive zone, feathers one in front. He was looking for Carter. Also Wu reaching out, couldn't quite get control. Cristini coming up through center. Challenging Wu, driving around Julius. He'll fire one wide to the blocker side. Johnson back into the middle. There's Julius to take it away. Trying to look for Filiaggi. Filiaggi has his... Oh, I thought he had his stick knocked away. It was a Flyer stick that's knocked away. So 2 penalties being called here. Looks like Shuby's going to get an interference call, and Kotzin's going to get a rough. The crime dog favorite penalty, roughing. McGruff, the crime dog. So we'll play 5v5 action. The puck was in the Flyer end. The faceoff should be in there as they discuss here at center. Call on each team. So they'll put the faceoff outside of the Flyer end. That'll work. It'll be Filiaggi and Devyakin. Evans digging in. Couldn't quite get control. Everett will come away with it. Poke checked by Starr to the corner. They go. And the battle ensues. Everett carries it all the way around. Pressured by Julius. Leaves it to the point for a heavy shot by Johnson. Comes off of Clutter's pad. Great defensive play by Julius to keep it out. Able to also then get it up the center for Evans. He finds Filiaggi, who goes down the line and reels in on an offside play. Filiaggi just didn't gain the zone there. He cut down the line. He's got to get it all the way in the zone. It's not this end. It's not the center ice end of the line. It's got to get it in the zone before the other player. As Ofterheide finds Evans. Evans has it knocked away back to Ofterheide. He'll go D to Kaminsky. The Penguins will try the other side. Nice regroup as they tried for real. It's knocked away by Yale. Bouncing puck picked up by Albu. He'll twist into the offensive zone. Forced to the outside by Ofterheide. Pressured by Evans. The Flyers will dump it in. Kaminsky will get control. Wedges it off the wall to Reel. Reel all the way across. He was looking for Evans just in front of him. It'll be turned back, and here come the Flyers. Kaminsky able to gather the puck. Ofterheide under immediate pressure. Back check by Filiaggi. Frees it up. but couldn't quite get control. Bouncing puck, wedged that by Filiaggi. Now outside for Evans to carry up and feed it through. He was looking to spring Filiaggi just past his reach. The Penguins will get a much-needed change, though. Lynn down the wall around Julius, looking in front, sliding with a perfect slide block is Merlot. Laid out to that back corner, preventing a down low shot as well as the pass across. It's the way they draw it up and teach it, folks. The fine wine. As a shot from the point gets just by Armstrong. And now it's in the corner where the Flyers battle. It'll be McCormick to the opposite corner. Merlot there. As the Penguins able to clear the zone. Flyers controlling kind of the early part of the third. We expect a definite pushback here as the Penguins will should play safer brand of hockey here with a 2-goal lead. Trying to learn a lesson that the big Penguins have been struggling with. And that's how to protect something like this. As the breakout feed for Armstrong just knocked away by Davino. Tossed behind the Penguins net. Merlot to the other corner to pick it up. Up the wall for Hartman. Penguins are reaching for it a bit here. Penguins got to skate through pucks. As Lynn comes in, weaves to the middle. Nice swipe there. Merlot again with a defensive gem. As it's fired up by the Penguins, Julius picked off by Schulberger. Bodied along the boards by Hartman. And will battle right at the Penguin line. Chopped at by Julius. Hartman now Armstrong. Armstrong comes out of the scrum with the puck. Challenging Cristini. Tries to drive to the middle. Cut off by Yale. Penguins getting part of a line change taken care of. Wu on the ice as Cristini drives in. Goes behind the back. Good pressure coming from Wu. Frees it up for Starr. He's pressured by Everett. Then the Flyers take the puck away to spin it back in front. All Flyers here to start the third period as far as puck possession's concerned. A pass to the point by Cristini splits the defenders. Penguins able to finish that line change. Shot off the outside of the cage. Battled for behind. It's Lynn with it. They'll fire it behind Cristini and Albu. Split up, dividing, looking for a player crashing the middle. It'll be kicked away by Carter. He's got Shuby with him. Carter to Shub. It's just off the stick. Good defensive play there by the forward, Matty Lynn. Albu at center has it knocked away by Ofterhide. Now Wu, now Shuby at the point, able to get control. Down low for Wu in the corner. Penguins control now in the Flyer zone. This line, the best line on the ice through the first half of this game. Now Merlot with it. Over to Ofty. Ofty winds. Oh, and a nice smart play. Lynn was crashing out. If he would have shot it, I bet you Lynn blocks it and goes the other way. Headsy play by Ofterhide. Over for Merlot. Merlot to the corner. 9.5 to play here in the third. Back up to Merlot at the point. All the way across to Ofterhide. Now he's got some space. He'll fire one that deflects off of Wu and wide. They'll battle in behind. This is where the Penguins need the puck here for a while. As they fire it up off the boards in front of the Flyer bench. No icing as Ofterhide will get to it. All the way across to Merlot. Merlot dumps it in. Evans in on the forecheck. If he would have gone the other way, he would have had that puck. Here's Julius with it. Oh, his D-to-D pass read and picked off by McCormick. Now it's Flyers in the Penguin zone. A war in front. Starr able to tie up Kotsin. Devyakin picks it up. He'll go to the point for a heavy shot from Johnson that's deflected off of a high stick. Johnson again with a shot. Flyers still with it. Penguins needed to let the Flyers play the puck there. They'll come out to the point. Davino's shot in. Clutter will cover and hold. 8:25 to go here in the third.
Hey, skate through the puck. Stop reaching.
It'll be Filiaggi on the draw. Against Kotsin. Won by the Flyers up to the point. Evans pressures, able to get it for Filiaggi. He drives the outside, taps it off the boards. Evans in after it. Johnson, the first one there. Real follows up with the pressure. Now Filiaggi. Now back to Evans as the Penguins have numbers back. They'll play it to the outside. Devyakin drives wide on Kaminsky. Centering feed will end up under the glove of Clutter. And with 8 to play, we'll have another D-zone draw for the Pens. Filiaggi able to win the draw, but the Flyers will take it back. Penguins get a deflection on his centering pass. The Flyers get control. Darting underneath Kaminsky was Cristini. Filiaggi there to pick it up. He goes indirect off the boards looking for Evans. It's taken back by the Flyers, and they'll send it all the way to the Penguin zone. No icing. Kaminsky there to get it. In front, Ofterhide sends it out looking for Real, picked off by Yale at the point. Cross ice feed for Lynn. Lynn and Ofterhide now to the wall. Evans supporting up top. Real pressures. Cross for Yale. Cross ice feed. Bounces, goes actually under the stick there of Lynn. Ofterhide wins another battle. He has had a stellar day. As Real tries to hit Evans, Yale gloves it down. And back comes Philly. Lynn, left wing side, firing one. Blocked by Kaminsky. Picked up by Yale. The Flyers activating the defense core here as a shot comes in from Schulberger. Bouncing puck, controlled at the point by Schulberger. Second shot, kicked out of the air by Merlot. And now it's Hartman with it, up the wall and out of the zone. He's tossed to the ice by Schulberger. Armstrong with a great angle there on Schulberger to force him to the corner. And the Flyers are going to head to a power play here. It'll be a trip on Merlot. So with 6:31 to play, the Flyers will deploy their power play.
Keep working, boys. Let's go.
Penguins will have Kaminsky and Starr with Wu and Carter. 4 phenomenal penalty killers on the ice for the Penguins. 4 kids who do all the hard work. Flyers will gain control up to the point for a shot from Schulberger. Yale on the half wall. Pressured by Starr, sends it across to Cristini. He goes up top for Schulberger. Schulberger down for Yale. Yale pressured by Starr, and he'll play takeaway. Able to wedge it off the boards, and it might check up, and if it will, it'll actually go in on net, so no icing here. And the Penguins will have an offensive zone draw. Just under 6 minutes to play. 58 seconds left on the penalty to the fine wine. This game so far defined by the Penguins' defensemen. Merlot, Starr, Kaminsky, Julius, and Ofterhide having absolutely fantastic days. Each one of them with phenomenal plays in this one. As Kotzen comes in and pressures Kaminsky. A pass in front is covered up by Clutter. Able to get the stick on it as McCormick was on the doorstep, knocking away. 43 left on the penalty. It'll be Wu to take the face-off. To the outside for Starr. Able to go heavy on high off the boards, but it's kept in by Kotzen. Now Carter. He'll go indirect for Wu. Wu gets run into, and they're going to get no call. No icing and no call. Wu got hammered. I thought they were calling a penalty too. They were not. As Cristini winds up in his own end. He'll go end-to-end here. Looking to center one. Comes off of Paris as the Penguins have new penalty killers. It'll be Paris and Schub Julius and Ofterhide. 8 seconds left on the advantage as a feed across. It was Yale. He was looking for Yale. He couldn't get it through. Good sticks by the Penguin D. 1 second left. Out of the box comes Merlot. Onto the ice comes Filiaggi. Now, no too many men. A good job by the Penguins there to avoid that. Tossed around. Here's Paris on the back pressure. And dumped in behind behind Clutter for Star. He reverses for Kaminsky. Right there's a flyer, but Filiaggi in support to take it away. Evans darts to the middle, sends it across for Real, who's got a step. Evans to Real. Real driving in, feeding it across for Evans. It just comes off a defender's stick. Evans stays on it in the corner. Now followed up by Real, now Filiaggi. It'll be kept at the line by Star. Lifting it deep into the flyer end. Evans there. Dart cuts to the outside. Back to the inside for a backhander that's kicked away by Lou. Penguins with some heavy pressure there. Going to be counterattacked here by the Flyers, and Stargey plays takeaway. He's having a day, folks. Just a day. As a tackle is going to get called here. And Star's going to head off. The Penguins will have another penalty kill. He wrapped up, I think, Albu and brought him to the ground. A nice two-leg takedown by the Penguins defenseman. Three minutes and 51 seconds left in the game, and the Flyers are back to the man advantage. A power play that saw a number of chances. Clutter keeping him out, getting some sticks covered. Penguins actually got the puck into the Flyers' end, including a face-off on that last penalty kill. This time it'll be Filiaggi and Evans with Ofterhide and I think Merlot over there. Flyers will control the face-off. D-to-D play. Schulberger winds, fires, deflects, bouncing around in front, sent back in, and I think that was blockered away by Clutter. As Evans taps a Cristini pass and then wins the race to the puck, goes high off the boards, can't quite clear, but will with the second attempt. He's got Filiaggi. Can he get it across to him? What a play by Filiaggi to pull the puck out of the air. Luca Filiaggi swatting it out of midair. Wow. Penguins almost answered with a shorty. It'll be Merlot tapping it further. Wu and looks like Wu and Paris out for the Penguins penalty killers. As they leave it and send it up looking, Lynn will come back and take control for the Flyers. Across for Cristini. Off of his stick, Merlot kept in at the line nicely by Philly. Penguins couldn't clear. A rolling puck avoids the Penguins stick, and the Flyers will set up for Yale. A center point shot, deflects and kicked out. A reaction save by Clutter. Ofterhide gets to it, smacks it down the ice. Icing if it's far enough. And a nice slow skate by Yale. I have never seen someone take less ice with a stride. Nice job. Looked like he was skating as hard as he could to go nowhere. And the faceoff comes back to the Penguins' end. It's a wonderful play. Exactly what he should do. It was awesome. As the faceoff controlled again by the Flyers. Shot from Johnson this time. Deflects as well, this time wide of Clutter. Kaminsky, first one there, up for Paris. Kept at the line by Davino for Everett. 5 seconds left on the advantage as Wu gets control. Heavy off the boards, but kept in by Davino again. Penguins back to full strength as Clutter! Sweet buttery crumpets! Preston Clutter kicks out the golden pad, stops the puck and covers it at the same time. Johnson with a shot from the point. Brody Carter eats it. His dad does not feed him before games, so he's puck hungry. Carter able to get it out. for an ice. Who's centering this? I guess Carter. Penguins lines jumbled up a bit with the PKs. 2:06 to play. It's Carter, Hartman, and Armstrong. Ofterhide and Merlot. Good win by the Penguins. Carter and Ofterhide teaming up for that one. Tossed around for Hartman. Off the boards looking for Armstrong. Hartman kind of ignored the puck and just went for Devyakin there. Didn't knock him down, so he avoided the call. But I love it. These teams going back and forth, battling hard. 3-1 Penguins lead as we're inside of 2 minutes to play here from the Garden State. Armstrong with the forecheck pressure, frees it up in front for Hartman. Just rolls off the backhand and wide. They'll battle behind the net. Oh, we're going to a penalty. What's the call? With all the things we've seen not called in this one, the arms raised again here, and the Homer refs are going to give the Flyers another power play. As it's worked down low, a backhander misses the cage. Hartman will get there. And a late roughing call. Oof. And a timeout, Philly. So a minute 3. Looks like Hartman heads in. I'm kidding. These refs have done a really good job so far. Letting the kids play. So Coach McCormick breaks out the board for the Flyers. Working on a super secret power play. It should probably be a 6-on-4 here, as the Flyers will most likely leave Lou on the bench. An offensive zone draw for Philly. .103 to play in the third. Coach Julius vacating his duties on the bench at the end of this one, as he'll head over to the 12s game on the other side. The 12s and 13s here as well. The 11s were unable to make the trip, scheduled to play up until about a week ago. Remember, we'll have another game for you this evening in the 5 o'clock hour, as a shot from Schulberger is gloved by Clutter. Penguins need to win one of these draws here. Looks like Evans and Reel, the penalty killers with Kaminsky and Starr, in a 6-on-4 setting. Evans will win this one. Back for Starr, around for Kaminsky. Heavy off the boards, looking for Reel. Picked off by Christini and played up to the point for Schulberger. Penguins won the draw but couldn't clear the zone. As a shot comes in, Clutter able to cover it up. .45 to play. It'll be Evans back to the dot. Flyers win this one cleanly. Back to the point. Now Christini along the wall. In on Clutter. He stands up to block that one. Now Reel pokes it by. He's got Evans with him. Can he get free at Schulberger? He can't. Nice play there by Taco. Back in comes Christini. Evans interfered with a bit at the line. Evans and Reel will team up and take the puck away again. Can they get it out? They will. Out of the zone. It's played back in on an offside. And we'll get a face-off at center. Wars all over the ice as Evans diving to the ice to try to chop that one. Penguins 3, Flyers 1. 18.5 left in the game. The Flyers with the man advantage. A 6-on-4 here, as they look to the bench for more instructions. Face-off tossed in by the Flyers. Stick of Starr. Back pressure by the Pen. Starr will get control and bank it off the boards. And it'll come out to center. as time ticks away here. 5 seconds left. It'll be an offside play with 2.8. The faceoff will come back to center ice. They're going to put Lou back in. Filiaggi and Wu, the two Penguins. With Starr and Ofterhide on the back end as time ticks away. The Penguins have defeated the Flyers on New Year's Eve from New Jersey. A pair of goals by Jack Reel, the difference in this one. The Penguins will be back in action against the Philly Hockey Club later on tonight. 5:20, I believe. Game time for that one. So these boys are going to have to get some food and get some rest and get ready for more hockey action here on New Year's Eve. Thanks.